Yo, what's going on, boys? So today's video is going to be of this insane rumble that I found on the EUS server. He's currently Master 75 LP with an 80% rumble win rate. Yes, 80 from 100 games played. Look at those stats, guys. They're clean. I've watched this guy's VOD. He's a very good rumble. And at the moment, I'm sure you can see in my tier list I posted last week, I think Rumble is one of the best mid laners right now. They're actually looking at getting some nerfs onto him onto the next patch. If you're looking to abuse this champion, the time is now. Watch this VOD. Hopefully it'll help you guys to improve your gameplay and climb some divisions. Jumping onto the Rift now, looking at the rune page, he runs the Arcane Comet for a little bit of poke in lane. Nimbus Cloak, of course. When you ultimate, you get some movement speed to chase them down. Absolute Focus and Scorch. His secondary is the Domination Tree, looking to get some sustain in the laning phase. Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter are going to be your go-tos. Double Adaptive. And then he goes for the Armor into the Z matchups and the Magic Resist into the AP matchups. The Doran Shield's the starter for Rumble all the time. And he goes with the Q start into the Z. This makes a lot of sense. Z is very short range. You can get those Qs. Instantly start proccing that Comet, man. It's so easy to proc that Comet. But obviously, if you're into a longer range matchups, let's say a Xerath, let's say an Azir, I mean, they're not going to be allowing you to get that Q at level 1. So start E into mid to long range matchups. Shorter range matchups, go with that Q. So you can see him moving in now. He's just looking to harass the Z down a little bit. There's actually not many matchups that can bully out a Rumble early, man. No mana costs. His abilities do a lot of damage. His shielding on W is absurd as well at level 3. You can just see he's using his spacing very well. Moving up, getting that E poke off as well. And all in all, just a very strong early laning phase. He has to be a little bit careful when you're playing Rumble. You are quite immobile, especially without the W when you get it at level 3. You got to be a little bit careful playing into things like the Jarv and the Lucian. They can get ganks off on you early and snowball your lane. You can see he's moving out of vision here, and he's just keeping his heat all the time at around about between 50 to 60 heat, okay? Your spells are going to be much more potent when they're over the halfway mark with heat, after above 50%. But you always, if you go to that 100%, you're going to be getting that overheat, which means you can't cast spells, but your auto attacks are going to be doing additional damage. Wave's going to shove back into him here if he leaves it. See what he does. He'll probably look for some, get some E poke off. WQ, you can see he's just about to overheat. Overheat's there. Curious, I was thinking maybe he'd flash ignite or something. Your overheat autos do a shit ton of damage early, guys. You can cheese out solo kills on this pick every second game. It is a very good solo kill champion, surprisingly, as opposed to something like the Z. You can see he's full health, man. Looking for that shove in. Not too sure where the Lee is situated. There is Lee Sin right there. You could kind of feel a presence, couldn't you? As the Z started moving up for no reason, you start to think, why is this Z moving up with half health? It doesn't make sense. Always look at your opponent's movement, guys. Their movements are telltale signs, unless you're in bronze and they're just like, you know, they don't have a brain. Like, if the enemy starts playing aggressive after an entire passive laning phase, their jungler is probably here. If you're roaming bot lane and they start backing up for no reason, you're probably on a ward. Like, these are assumptions you need to make, and you need to make them early so you're not wasting your time. So he moves in there, looks for the solo on the Z, doesn't quite get it. Very close. I thought he was going to flash in for an auto. I think he could have went 1-for-1. But now the Lee Sin's going to chase him down. I'm looking for a 1-for-1 here. Looking for a little bit of a 1v1. And the Bard comes through, saves the day. Oh, can he move in here? He's playing very slow. Waiting. He doesn't quite get them. Thank you to the Bard. I thought he might have actually dropped there. Good juke out on the Lee Sin Q. And he'll shove this in and probably into a reset, I'm guessing. That's about, what, 10 health? Ooh, the Z stays. Cheeky little Z wants to stay for the wave. Usually this is a pretty big mistake by the Z players. Holding. Doesn't decide to go in. Man, oh man. I would have made something different. Like, I would have went in like an absolute ape there and just suicide. Fuck. He backs out now. The Lee Sin's on his tail. Lands the Q. It's the Comet. Overheats. Gotta wait this space. Here comes the Blitzcrank. Now saved by an Ezreal TP. Jesus Christ. He's playing with fire. No pun intended in this early game, man. But this is the way I think you've got to play Rumble in laning phase, guys. You got to really apply your pressure and just dominate the lane. Your champion is manaless. You need to be spamming your shit, managing your heat correctly, and just start looking to get an advantage in the early game. It's not as though this champion doesn't scale. Like, you're not against any pressure. It's just this champion is strong in every single minute of this game. Like, Rumble is a strong pick. Doesn't fall off. Has a strong early game, strong mid game. I mean, what's not to love with Rumble mid? So he's into a full AD comp, except for the Karma. Does go for the Seekers, as I was about to say. I mean, Rumble, the beauty of Rumble is there's so many options for you to go for. Especially into AD comps, you have so much armor. Even into AP comps, you're doing fine, man. Like, you're not really... I wouldn't really suggest going Mercs unless you're into a double CC. Say you're into a Syndra Elise. You're probably going to have to get Mercs or you're going to be inting. But other than that, a lot of the times, man, the Sork Shoes are the way to go. You can see he's going to get Seekers here. Start stacking that armor up. And his 1v1 potential is going to be increased tremendously. Drops the ultimate onto the wave as the Zed goes for a bot lane roam. He says, I don't got fucking time for this, man. I want these platings right goddamn now. Shoves it in. I respect that, okay? Knows the Rumble ultimate's not the largest of cooldowns. He's probably not going to need it in the next couple of mins, so I guess he just goes for the plating. Grabs that plating out, Zed goes for the roam, and he kills the... And they kill the Zed, so this is perfect for him, man. Absolutely perfect. You can see when Zed's dead, guys, it's a hard shove. Lee is very low. Lee gets cleaned up. Your jungle is dead. The enemy mid and jungle are both dead. What do? You apply pressure. You cannot be ganked. You cannot be killed. The enemy bot lane is off the map. That's the only thing you can be worried about. Let's get some goddamn platings. These platings are so valuable, okay? 2 platings equals a kill. 3 platings and you're laughing. The new plating system, guys, if somebody commits for the roam, hard shoving now is actually very valuable. Especially, I mean, Rumble is not the fastest of tower plating takers. Things with Demolish usually work best. But you can definitely still get some work done on the Rumble as he takes a bit of poke. Continuously overhitting. Zed hits ult. Ult's in onto the Rumble. Rumble looking to juke out. You're not really juking much, buddy. And he's chilling. He got that Seeker's Arm Guard. He got a Dawn Shield. You're pretty much not taking damage at this point. It is so hard to burst through this champion. And this is the reason they're actually testing nerfs to his shielding on the PBE. Because they realize, hey, Rumble's too strong. He's too beefy. He has too much shielding. Too strong of a champion. We need to nerf him. And he's going to run down mid now. Got a Ruby Crystal. Probably, I've seen him do a couple of builds. I know he likes a Oblivion Orb, but also likes a Leandry's first item. I don't really necessarily think he needs to complete the Hourglass right now. He has all the armor he needs. I really do think Hourglass, completing the Hourglass is not worth unless you're into something like a Fizz, where you're more so doing it for the active or something like a Vi, as opposed to simply just the raw armor that you get from the item, which is what he wants into their comp. Simply shoving the waves, now looking for a roam. Moving on top side on the Karma. What the hell is the plan here? He's got to be quick. That wave's getting shoved in. TikTok, let's make something happen. He's waiting for the Kled to do something, I'm guessing. Kled looking to trade a little bit. Look at him. He's getting as much goddamn heat as he can. Gonna run this Karma down. Oh, fuck. Now that is a wasted gank. Very close, but no cigar. The Zed gets the hard shove. He doesn't get the kill. Was it a good roam? I think it was a little bit too forced. It took too much time, and maybe he should have. I think that you should get to a roundabout where their red buff is. That red. I'm not sure what that brush is called, but you guys know the one near above the Baron. Get to that point and make a decision. Is the likelihood of this gank working more than 50%? If you say to yourself, oh fuck, it's like a 10% chance this shit works, just go back to the mid lane, shove the next wave, chill. If you go, the enemy is overextending, he's not reacting, okay, this motherfucker is probably gonna work. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but you've taken, you've calculated the risk versus reward, which is what this game is all about. And right then, I think the roam probably didn't really need to be forced too hard. 90 CS at 10 minutes though, he's on track for 10 CS per minute. He's really liking this topside roam here. They want to shut down this Karma. The Karma's running full armor, so the Rumble should just be absolutely shredding her. 3-man dive. Unfortunately, Karma, you are a goner. As Flame Spitter XX69 picks up the kill. First kill of the game for him. Definitely could have had a couple of additional kills if he played a couple of those early skirmishes a little bit differently. But he's playing, like, look at that. 25 CS lead. Better roams than the Zed. More pressure than the Zed. Brilliant Rumble gameplay. Ults the wave again. Man, he loves ulting these waves. I'm so nervous to ult the wave because I say to myself, hey man, what if a fight erupts and you don't have ultimate? You look like an idiot. But he doesn't care, man. He shoves, gets the tempo base, gets those Sork shoes. Ulting the wave when you want bases, when you want roams, or when you get played, like it makes sense. Things like champions like Victor do it. Why can't Rumble? I like it. I like it, man. Moving in now, has a blasting as well. Man, he is going to be packing a punch right now, to be honest. And he's only going to be getting stronger in the mid game as he completes a couple of these items. Shove, shove, shove. Pretty good heat control. He loves to, like, overheating. A lot of people, like, when I play Rumble, you overheat a lot, guys. Overheating is not bad a lot of the time, especially if you're looking for an all-in with a couple of autos entwined with Ignite. You can get those cheesy kills off. Overheating is not that bad, man. The only time you don't want to be overheating is at the start of a team fight. If you're running into a team fight with like 70 heat, you do like a QE and you're overheated, you can't ult, you're a fucking clown, man. But if you get a full rotation, get your ult off in the middle of a fight, you overheat, lay down some autos, it's not that bad. Come in looking for bot lane now. I don't think anything is going to happen here. Maybe should have hit that blast cone. Run back in. W, Q. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Chucks an E. Probably, yep, chucks another E. That's pretty much the combo, guys. Around about 30-40 heat. Go W, Q. Chase them down with some E's. Maybe throw the second E. Overheat. Flash Ignite. Pretty simple champion. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Rumble is not a hard champion. The hardest part for me, in my opinion, for Rumble is the CSing. It's a little bit awkward with the Flame Spitter. It might take you 5-10 games to get used to it. But after you put the time in to learn how to CS and how to like manage your waves, the champion is just insane. So Zed looks for the 1v1. Rumble drops the ult. Lee's coming through. Nimbus Cloak activated. Ah, look at him. He's looking for the flash forward. I could just tell he's looking for that. And that's going to be a 1-for-1 as the wave hits into the tower. I don't mind that 1-for-1. He's already shoved the wave in, so the Zed's definitely losing more. The Bard dies, unfortunately. But look at the scoreline right now. 6 kills to 10. They're 2k gold behind. 6-0 Lucian is the enemy bot lane. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. And Karma versus Kha'Zix. Wow. An interesting 1v1. The Kha'Zix dies. The Kha'Zix dies. Are you kidding? They've picked up the Horny guys. Obviously going for a Leandry's Torment now. The percent burn on Leandry's is very, very effective with Rumble in his Q. The Karma's taken over the mid lane. The Zed's sitting in the side now. What do you do to come back into the game? Run about 8-9 CS per min. Good pace of the game, but he's like 90% of the team at the moment. Sitting under tower, making sure to always get that heat, guys. You never want to be idling at 0 heat. You want to be getting that heat. You want to be sitting around about between 50 to 70 heat. The sweet spot, okay? You need to be controlling it, being ready to do all ends. I don't think you can get this tower. Yeah. When is the next fight? The next fight might be erupting onto the dragon. I think that on Rumble 11, and Kled should just ultimate and they should force a 5v5. A Rumble level 11 ultimate can just turn the game. It doesn't matter how far behind you are. If that Rumble ult fucking bangs as he overheats, jukes it. Overheat wasn't too good. If you get a banger of a Rumble ult, man, you're turning the team fight. Doesn't matter if your team's 5 to 10 kills behind. This game is just getting... how do you possibly turn the game? The Lucian has 2 items. Typical Bard, 072. Bard is such a trash champion. I hate to say it, guys. I hate to say it. I know some Bard mains may be getting a little bit heated when I say that, but... very unreliable champion. The CC is terrible. There's simply no reason to play Bard over the other. Ooh, the Rumble ult comes down. It's perfectly placed. Lucian's shutdown. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Kha'Zix gets the shutdown though. Can Rumble get something? Kha'Zix gets a double. Really well placed. Ooh, the Kled's going in now. Really well placed Rumble ult. A little tip for me is I take Rumble ult off Smartcast. It helps me a lot. A lot of time the Rumble ult doesn't need to be instantly proc, as I think he dies there. Okay, a little bit too aggressive there. But yeah, I definitely think taking Rumble ult off Smartcast will help you guys if you guys are someone like me who Smartcasts everything. It just allows you to see where the Rumble ult's going to be coming out. Oh, the clip. Oh, fucking hell, they're risky, eh? Nice, Kha'Zix should get a double here. Pew, pew, pew. Get him. Ooh, decent ints. And they're back into the game. It's actually only a 1,000 gold difference between the two teams. Finally gets that Liandry's. Ultimate's on a very short cooldown. The enemy team has double Mountain Drake, so they have a clear win condition, and that is Baron. If the enemy team ever has 2 mountains, guys, make sure you're warding the Baron at all times, because they can rush it. Like, they can probably 2 to 3 man it, even at 20 minutes with a double Mountain. Mountain Drake is just busted. Mountain Drake's so good because it just gives you a clear path to victory through a rush Baron. It's so simple. Whoa! Ah. Doesn't take the 1v1. Level 11 Rumble and Kled. And Kha'Zix. Thick as thieves, ready to all in. Let's crank. Jukes it. Probably just waiting for the Kled ult. As Zed picks up another Bard kill. Congratulations, he's 0-9. You're probably getting 12 gold. Nice job, Zed. Nice ultimate. Quite nice, quite pleasant. The Rumble. Want to pick up the Blitz? Want to pick up the Blitz? Picks up the Blitz. Lucian drops to the Ezreal. That's happy days, man. 3, 2, and 4. I mean, look, he's not going 10-0 this game, but he's having a lot more pressure on the map, and he's playing it. I guess I'm just trying to show you guys how to play it when you don't just go 100-0 in the laning phase. He's going to shove in the side lane, keeping CS at an all-time high. Should be around about like 7-8 CS per minute this game. 10 CS per minute is off the books. It's not going to happen. Just considering the pace of the game and how unlikely he is to just sit in a side lane for the rest of the game. I've seen a couple of pros actually run a Proto into Hourglass. I really do like Liandry's. Liandry's feels so clean. Proto Belt doesn't feel as good. The extra cooldown reduction early, I mean, you don't really need that much cooldown reduction. You're just going to be allowing yourself to overheat quicker, to be honest. As the Zed picks up 2 Ghost Blades. EU West Master, 1-trick Zed. Double Ghost Blade build. Man, I'll have to try it. I think that was a mistake, though. Definitely think that was a mistake. One v one in the side lane. So you can see he's going to be going for the Hourglass second. He's already got the stopwatch now. Only 300 gold off, so. Not sure if he's going to force it or just sit in the side lane and wait. He doesn't really have any deep vision here. When you're in a side lane, guys, use your yellow trinkets. Get deep vision as soon as humanly possible. It's the most important thing to have. Deep vision when you're side laning allows you to hard shove and do whatever you want. Allows you to track if the enemy lane roams. Like, it's just so important to have. He moves back in mid now. Looking for a potential team fight with the Kled. The gold is actually dead even though, so. Also, there's a massive gold sink on the Zed's items, which is beautiful. What the fuck? Led drops the ultimate. They're on the run. Oh, this big old ult. No. Drops it. Isaac's getting a lot of gold here. Lucian drops. This is too aggressive for Lucian. He was 6-0. Pops the ult now. Grabs the lead. Does he have flash? No flash. He can't quite pick up the karma. I was thinking maybe Nash, but the Kha'Zix drops. Probably just get the mid lane, guys. Maybe send somebody bot as well. Finally got the gold advantage as well. So they're going to pick up the mid lane. Third Mountain Drake of the game. I would probably suggest they take this to steal away from the 3 Mountain Drakes from the enemy team. That would just be catastrophic to their Baron attempts later on. Grab this bad boy up. He's probably going to get a base. I'm saying he's going to get an Hourglass. I guess it's worth, but it's always like not... Nice fucking Bard portal, bro. When you get the stopwatch, like a lot of the times it's actually better to wait until the stopwatch is used. Then you straight away upgrade to the Hourglass and you essentially have 2 stopwatches within, 5-10 seconds or whatever when you get the upgrade come out of base. But it's taking up a lot of inventory space, so he's probably better off going for the Hourglass. Gotta move through. They did go for the Baron rush, it seems. And they do get the Baron like I was talking about. Double Mountain Drake. They didn't ward the Baron. Rumble down into the Dragon Pit. Bit of a shame. This does happen though, and it's their fault for not paying attention. Moving in, looking to stop some recalls, but they're Baron recalls. They're already out. And this is going to stall the game. This is exactly what Red Side wanted. Rumble comes in. Bartle actually hits, but I don't think... Oh, shit. He's commit... Oh, gets that... Now he gets a stopwatch. Okay. I think... Oh, there's a little bit of... Yeah. I was going to say, they're going to be out of base so quick here. He's going to get the kill and get out. So he'd be sitting on a fair amount of gold right now. He has to make sure his back doesn't get stopped here. Ooh, picks up the stopwatch, yeah? Stopwatch. Hourglass. What are we buying? Hourglass. Gets the Hourglass. Now what? Needlessly large. So we're going Death Cap third, okay? Leandry's, Hourglass, Death Cap third. This is a big old damage rumble. Looking for that level 16 with 3 items, including a Death Cap. That's 400 plus AP. I think if my maths is going to be right, 400 plus? Maybe 300, maybe high 300s. But anyways, moving down in the mid lane. Ezreal's off the map. Wait, they just straight up get this now. I like, dude, the Kled Rumble synergy is quite nice. A fast as fuck Rumble just burning them. Now we get the Hourglass, but it's... Ooh, run! The critical strikes come through. A little bit of sloppy mid game. They forced way too hard, yeah? Way too hard of a force. And it's a shame this Bard... he has moments of brilliance, but they're really not enough to cancel out. And the Zed picks up a double kill here, so... Fuck, man. The gold lead's now 3k in favor of Red Side. That Lucian's dishing out a shit ton of damage with 3 items now. The critical strike. I love this build, man. The Lucian builds these days, I don't know, man. Like, there's so many different builds. My favorite is Essence IE Rapid Fire. This guy's got a Blade Essence Rapid Fire. They both work. This one gets a little bit more shred in. But yeah, I like Lucian right now. And they're actually looking at buffing Lucian if you guys didn't see the patch notes coming up. Seems as though Lucian would be getting buffed. Rumble getting nerfed. Syndra getting buffed. I like it. Yeah, they've got a lot of changes for 9.15. I might actually go through those changes coming up soon. I think they're currently on the PBE. Diving into the mid lane. Rumble's wave clear is decent. It's not the best wave clear, but it's not the worst. And now pretty much what he's looking for is level 16 and having a death cap. Those two objectives, when he gets those two, is just going to change the game. One good Rumble lot will win the game for them, even though they're behind a lot on gold. Running through the mid lane. You gotta be careful, guys, for the Zed, yeah? This Zed is starting to get out of control. There we go. Unstoppable, some would say. Picking up this Bard for easy pickings. I'm actually going to be doing a Zed review soon as well. There's this EUS Zed player that I'm very interested in. He has a unique style. I'll probably be putting a Zed review out next week on him. Really too sure what happened to Stylish. Stylish's Zed seemed to be falling off. He doesn't really seem to play that much. I'm not too sure. There's a couple of really good EUS Zeds though, and a couple of Korean ones that have been playing very well lately. So maybe they're should be termed as the best Zeds in the world as of right now. No flash on the Rumble. It really does mean he has to play super careful. If the Lucian gets an insect off, he's insta-dead. There's nothing you can do about it. Pops the ultimate. Should be able to get the Blitzcrank for free. That might just be it though. Ooh. Has the Hourglass, yeah? Hourglass? Stopwatch? Boom. Hourglass. Net positive. 3 for 1. Wait, 3 for none? Bard didn't die. Perfect. Please tell me we have the death cap. Do we have the death cap, sir? Not yet. Soon. Soon. I'm excited. One more level and death cap. And of course, what they did with Rumble and why he's been coming us, like, why his win rate is so good right now. Like, they buffed Rumble, I think 2 or 3 times now. And one of the latest buffs is put his ultimate on such a short cooldown that you can have a Rumble ult every 60 seconds or even less sometimes with extra CDR in the latest stage of the game. Imagine level 16 Rumble ult every 1 minute, just dropping it. Like, this thing is just napalm destroying teams. It's so simple as well. I feel like Rumble ult is one of the... People think it's a hard ult to hit, but once you've played some Rumble, you realize, man, this ultimate's not rocket science how to hit a good Rumble ult. If they're CC'd in place, put it on their head. If they're retreating, put it on their retreat path. If they're advancing, put it on their advance path. Like, it's not rocket science, is it? Looking like they're going to go for the Baron Rush with Double Mountain. I can't imagine Rumble's going to do much about it. He's going to have his death cap now, so... he's decided, hey, fuck it. I'm going to risk it. When in Rome, drop the napalm, I think is the saying. Drops the ultimate down. Whoa! And he stalled them out. Yo, oh, it's 2k. It's 2k, it's 2k. And I should be secured, yeah? Oh, no. Oh, I'm so fucking... This Zed is just putting on a show. Fuck's sake. Okay. I'm speechless. Quite unfortunate. What could Rumble have done better? I mean, he played it pretty decent. The ultimate was in a decent spot. He zoned them out. Zed's actually come into the game. He's super strong at the moment. It's quite unfortunate. Level 16 now. He's gonna have the death cap finally. But the enemy team has the Baron. One bad team fight and blue side, the Rumble side, will lose the game. They can just run straight through mid with the super. Gets the death cap. Just chilling mid. Possibly getting some hype montage music pumping. Running down. Looking for the fight. Unfortunately, the Kazakhs is doing Krugs. Pops the ult. Ultimate does a little bit of work, but not too much. The Karma's looking for a flank behind. Picks up the lead. Picks up the Blitzcrank as well. Now it's going to be a 5v3 siege. Ezreal's playing fucking confidence, man. Can they get this? No, not quite. The Zed comes through, picks up the Bard. Bard's 13th death of the game. Looks like they're gonna try and push for inhibitor. I think maybe inhibitor tower, but don't push for the inhib. Seems... Ooh, the Zed with the W behind gets one shot by the Ezreal. Rumble gets the Hourglass off in time. No skin off his back. Now they're going to reset. What an item his 4th item is going to be. Also, guys, it's Q max, E max, W max. I didn't mention that, but it should be pretty obvious, I'm guessing. Looks like he gets Oblivion and an Elixir here. Okay, I like it. He knows the next team fight is going to fucking make or break the game. One absolutely whitewashed team fight is going to win the game here. So he gets as much raw damage as he can on that base. And he's just running down now. And he's going to try and get something fucking huge on this next team fight. When you get an elixir like this as well, keep it in your inventory for as long as possible. If you're not using it, like if you're not fighting, don't pop it. Just wait until just before the fight. But don't forget to press it either. If you're somebody that forgets, maybe it's just best if you just press it. Rumble a little bit too wide. A little bit too wide. But he still picks up the Karma. He's going to go all the way around here, the long way. Making sure to stack that heat up. Oh, guys, the Zed. Let's get the... Oh, you're going to chase down the Blitzcrank? Wait, they killed the Zed. It's an ace. They just run down mid-end, maybe. The death time is 35 seconds. Can they do it? I think yes. With an Ezreal and powered W's. Of course. You reckon? I think they do. They're hungry for it. Yeah, easy. So that's it for my Rumble mid gameplay, man. I mean, he played a pretty good Rumble game. He made a couple of pretty big errors, but of course, not everybody's gonna have the perfect game. I think overall, you got a lot to learn from all this Rumble gameplay, and go and abuse it in your solo queue, guys, before they nerf it on the next patch. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.